Hello, a very good morning to one and all present here. I extend a very good morning to the guest speaker uh, and also the professors from various institutions, students, and all the participants. On behalf of CSE College of Engineering, Department of ECE, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Jagadish, the embedded engineer from Prolific Solutions, Coimbatore Private Limited. And also I invite all the participants who are present here and accepted our invitation. I welcome one and all to join this webinar, Role on Arduino and Raspberry Pi Systems in Real-World Applications. Hope this session will really be useful and it will also gain some knowledge. Thank you. I request our guest speaker to start the session, please.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Jagdish, core research group engineer, Sri Technology, Francis of Prolific System and Technology Private Limited. Respected Chairman Sir, respected Dean, respected Principal, and respected HOD, and respected staff members, and my dear students. Good morning to one and all present here. So before we are going to start the session, so today the danger one is the COVID-19. So that is coronavirus. So coronavirus பத்தி உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 1 minutes உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறேன் நானு. ஸோ நீங்க வெளியே எங்கேயா போனீங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா மாஸ்க் போட்டு போங்க. ஸோ கார்ல போனீங்கன்னா 3 members மட்டும் போங்க. ஒரு 1.5 2 month வரைக்கும் நீங்க அந்த மாதிரி சேஃபா போங்க. பைக்ல போனீங்கன்னா சிங்கிள் மெம்பர்ஸ் மட்டும் போங்க போதுங்க. ஸோ நீங்க வெளியே போயிட்டு வந்த உடனே கையில வந்து நல்லா சோப்பால் நல்லா கையை நல்லா கழுவிக்குங்க. ஸோ கொரோனா வெளியே நம்ம உள்ளே. பட் அதே சேம் டைம் யாராவது கொரோனா வந்துச்சுன்னா டோட்டலா அவாய்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. ஸோ அவங்களே கொஞ்சம் கேர் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. ஸோ ரொம்ப டீப்பா உள்ள போகாதீங்க அவங்க கூட. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு கேர் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. பட் ஒரு 14 days 15 days வந்து தனியா இருக்கிற மாதிரி பண்ணிக்கோங்க அவங்களையும். சரிங்களா? ஸோ தேங்க்யூ. So today we are going to discuss about the topic is role of Arduino and Raspberry Pi system in real-time applications. So okay, so first we are going to discuss Arduino and Raspberry Pi, and finally we are going to discuss the real-time applications. Okay, so Arduino and Raspberry Pi. So what you mean by the Arduino and Raspberry Pi? So this both is the microcontroller. Okay. So first we are going to discuss the introduction about the embedded system. This topic is under the topics of embedded system. So first we are going to discuss about embedded system. So what you mean by the embedded system? So everybody know that the EC students and EEE students. So embedded system is the combination of hardware and software. Okay. So the combination of hardware and software. So what are the hardware we are using? At the same, what are the software we are using? So we are using, so it is more than, it is 5 and 6 microcontroller, and we are using the same at different software. So for different microcontrollers. So embedded system is the combination of hardware and software. The software part is controlled the hardware through programming. Okay, so we are going to design some specific task. Okay, sir. So that is the combination of hardware and software. So we are doing some project or some product. Okay, so finally it is the some specific task. Okay, so that is automatically that product will be processed. So that is called as automation. Okay, automatically the product will be processed. That is called as automation. So first, what is automation? So automation is also called as, it is the combination of hardware and software. Hardware part are controlled by using softwares. So two types of automations. So what are the two types of automations here? So that is, one is, first one, general automation. Second one, industrial automation. Okay. So okay, so general automation. So for in general automation, we are divided into two. Okay, so automation and flexible automation. Please, students, all, so video and audio ரெண்டுமே மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. Please, participants, audio and video ரெண்டுமே மியூட் பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Okay, so general automations, two types of automations. So the first one is the fixed automation. Second one is the flexible automation. And so in general automation, so another one is the industrial automation. Industrial side, we are using the industrial automation. So okay, so in general automation, so that is fixed automation and flexible automation. So what you mean with the fixed automation? So that is automation means automatically the process is continued. Okay, that means fixed automation. So in fixed automation, so for example, so in washing machine is the fixed automation. So uh, we are going to design some product, and we done it in the fixed manual. Okay, so that is called as fixed automation. For example, so that is washing machine and calculator, and that is real time watch, smartwatch, everything is the fixed automation. At the same, it is flexible automation. So flexible automation is also under the topic of fixed automation, but that means depends upon our requirement, we are going to design that. Okay, for example, car tire is the, it is fixed for black color and circle. So that is fixed. So depends upon our requirement, we are going to change that. That means car. So in car, so it is size is small and width and height. So we are going to change height and width. Okay, so depends upon our requirement. At the same, so we want to design the lorry and bus tire and cycle tire. So we are going to flexible for that. Okay, so that means it is general automation. Further example is, so it is AC. In AC, so cooling is the fixed for us, but so we are going to change the temperature value. So that is the flexible. So depends upon our requirement. Okay, so that is flexible automation. So okay, so fixed automation and flexible automation. So that is under the topic of general automation. Another is C. It is industrial automation. Okay, in industrial automation, it is programmable automation. So what do you mean by the programmable automation? So for example, in traffic light signal, okay, in traffic light signal, so in daytime the time period is less. At the same, it is evening time, the peak time, the time period is more. Okay, so we are going to manually, we are going to operate that. So in the program, so okay, in the program or in my phone, I'm going to change that values. So that is the programmable automations. So each and every time we can change the values. That is called as programmable automation. Okay, so that is fixed and flexible means it is manual method, and programmable automation means it is we are using the in industry side. Okay, next, application of embedded system, where we are using the embedded system. Each and every place we are using the embedded system. In our phone, we have the SIM card. So that means GPS and GSM. So we are using the embedded system. So telephone and cellular phone, security system, TV, cable, each and every places we are using the embedded system. Home, office, and automatic process, everything. Okay, so next, what is the advantage of embedded system? Okay, if you are using the IoT, for example, okay, if you are using the IoT, so you are manually or operating in your phone. So reduced manpower. It control the whole machines. And embedded control is flexible. Accuracy output and fault finding is easy. Okay, next, embedded technology. Already we discussed about the combination of hardware and software. So what you mean by the hardware? So what are the software we are using? So in hardware part, okay, in hardware part, so we are divided into three: processor, peripherals, and memory. So everybody know that the memory and RAM, ROM is the memory. Okay. Okay. So next. So processor. So in college level, you very well you know that the processor means microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay. So peripheral devices. What are the peripheral devices we are using? For example, in your phone. Okay, in your phone, very well. Everybody know that it is RAM and ROM. Okay, so RAM and ROM and processor. So in our phone we are using the ARM Cortex. So AJ45C. This type of microcontroller we are using. So that means any one of the processor, microprocessor, microcontroller. So next, so what are the peripheral devices? What do you mean by the peripheral devices means? So we are using touch screen. So it is externally we are going to connect that. So that is touch screen, camera, audio. Okay. So next, GSM, GPS. So we are going to insert the SIM card. Okay. So each and everything externally you are going to connect. So that is called as peripheral devices. Okay. So peripheral devices. Next. So first we are going to discuss the processor. So in processor, so that means microprocessor and microcontroller. In microprocessor, what is the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller? So micro means, so that is 10 to the power minus 6 in 1 seconds, 10 to the power minus 6 speed we are going to do this process. So in microprocessor, so process CPU is the separate, and RAM, ROM, input output, timer and serial port is everything is this separate. Okay, so that is called as microprocessor. Okay, in microcontroller, it is a system on a single chip. Inbuiltly we are going to connect it. So that is CPU, RAM, ROM, input output port, timer, serial output, everything, all the external devices we are going to connect in the in this single chip. So that is called as microcontroller. Okay, sir. Any other difference between microprocessor and microcontroller? So that means in microprocessor we cannot change once. If you are going to type the program and you are going to build in the microprocessor, so if you are going to design that, and it is you're going to design one product, means we can't change. Okay, we can't change our coding. That means it is the processor, microprocessor. So we can change the coding. We can change the coding. So that is called as microcontroller. In microcontroller, we can change many times. So that is called as microcontroller. Okay. So okay, sir. So any other applications? So what do you mean by that? So in microprocessor, we are using in small scale industry only. In microcontroller, we can do that on some product, and so some specific task we are, that is the applications, that is called as microcontroller. Okay. So what are the types of controller? So here we are using 8051. Here we are using the 8051 microcontroller. So what is the difference between if in college level you are using the 8051 microcontroller? So in industry side we are using the 8051. So what is the main difference between? So that means in college level you are using 8085 and 8086, it is microprocessor, and 8051 is the microcontroller. That means assemble level coding we are using. Assemble level coding, move ax comma bx, move a comma b, and that type of coding is called as assemble level coding in college level. In industry side, so we are using the embedded C coding. Okay, in embedded C coding we are using, so that is 8051 AVR family. Okay, AVR family. So 8051 is the basic microcontroller, and Arduino and PIC. PIC means peripheral interface controller. So ARM, advanced RISC machine, ARM Cortex, IoT, Raspberry Pi, and all this that is control types of controllers. So okay, and CISC and RISC architecture. So in CISC means this complex instruction set computer. So that is 8051 family is everything is the CISC architecture. Here we are using 64 instruction set we are using here. So that is the complex instruction set computer. That same time reduced instruction set computer. So pick Arduino and ARM and Raspberry Pi. Everything is the RISC architecture. So we are using 35 instruction set only. Okay. So next, what are the peripheral devices? Already I told to you, touch screen, camera, GSM, and everything is called as peripheral devices. Here, serial port and parallel port. Serial means it is bit by bit we are going to transmit the data. Parallel port means we are bulk of information we are going to send the data. That is serial port and parallel port. In theory,
Once more,
in theory, so that is UART. Okay, USART. So that is universal synchronous asynchronous transmitter and receiver. Okay, so that is the serial port and parallel port. So that means the USART or UART. So it is that is called as serial port and parallel port. So next, it is analog to digital converter, digital to analog converter. So that is the peripheral devices. Okay. So next, GSM, GPS, Wi-Fi, timer, interrupt is everything is the, it is called as peripheral devices. Externally, we are going to connect this. Okay. So next, so okay, so serial communication interface. So RS-232. So that is called as USART. Everybody know that. Okay. USART, that is RS-232 cable. So okay, so I2C SPI. What you mean by the I2C SPI and CAN bus? So this is all the peripheral devices. So what you mean by the I2C and SPI means, so that is, so we should want to transmit the data one microcontroller to another microcontroller. So we should want to use some protocols. Okay, we should want to use some protocols, rules and regulations through this I2C method and SPI method. Okay, we are going to transmit the one controller to another controller. So we have one transmitter side and another part is the receiver side. Yeah. So that is I2C and SPI controllers. So in I2C, we are using synchronous communication system. In SPI, we are using asynchronous communication system here. Okay, this is main concept here. So next, so why we are go for the CAN bus? So in CAN bus, the same process, one transmitter, one microcontroller to another microcontroller, but here we are using trans receiver and each and every controllers. Okay, in the each and every controller we are using the trans receivers here. So that is main difference. So okay, role of Arduino in real-time systems. So we are going to enter into the Arduino board. So what you mean by the Arduino? So Arduino is the user-friendly. Arduino and Raspberry Pi. So this both is the user-friendly coding for us. So we are using the embedded C coding, open source network. So and Arduino and Raspberry Pi, this both is available in the net. So coding and the same time software. This both is open source coding. So what is Arduino? Already I told to you. So it is industrial programming, industrial automation. So the Arduino is here programmable logic controller. Programmable logic controller. Here this type of controller we are using in the industry side. Okay, so this is the open source electronic platform. Okay, can attach electronics components also. You can attach sensor, servo motor, and lights, LCD and LED, and more than. Okay, and much more. We can use this type of sensors, components. So what is the Arduino? This is one microcontroller and hardware plus software. So that is called as embedded system. So hardware means it is microcontroller. So that is Arduino. And we are using some components and sensors. Okay, some components and sensors here. So that is called as hardware and software. So we should want to design our coding, embedded C coding. So with use of softwares, what so that is Arduino IDE software here we are using. Arduino IDE software, and Arduino is the hardware controller, and we are using some components. That means sensor and or electronic components. So this is your program. So with use of Arduino IDE software, we are going to design our coding and input sensors. We are going to collect the informations. So that is light, motion, GPS, everything is the input sensors, and output is the light up LED or some wheels. So what do you mean by the hardware part? That is Arduino. So Arduino is the 8-bit Atmega AVR microcontroller. 8-bit, here we are using the 8-bit Atmega AVR controller. So here 3 type of microcontroller, Arduino control microcontroller we are using. I will discuss you later. Okay. So here totally 14 digital input output pins here using. At the same, 6 can be used as PWM outputs, and 16 megahertz frequency resonator we are using here, and 6 analog pins. I will discuss you. Okay. Reset button, USB connection. So this is the overview of the Arduino Uno board. This is Arduino Uno board. We have 3 Arduino microcontroller. So this is one Arduino Uno microcontroller. I will discuss you later too. Okay. So that is totally we have 14 input output pins, digital input output pins. In that 14, so we are using 6 PWM pins, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. At the same, it is reset button and USB to USB. So USB to microcontroller. We are going to connect this cable, and we are applying maximum is the 12 volt and minimum is the 5 volt here. So we have one power supply, and here that is power supply means 5 volt, 3.3 volt, and ground also. So this is the power supplies, and totally we have 6 analog input pins here. So in the 6 analog input pins, we are going to connect 6 sensors only. Okay, 6 analog input only. So it is 6 sensor we can connect in this type of Arduino board. Okay. So next, some components. So input and output components. So LED, resistor, and push button, and LCD, and each and everything is the some components. Okay. So that is push button, LDR, and relay, temperature sensor, flux sensor, and RGB LED. Yes, everything is the some components we are going to connect input or output. So 3 types of Arduino boards. Types of Arduino board. So 3 types of Arduino board is here. Arduino Uno. First one is the Arduino Uno. Second one is the Arduino Mega. Third one is the Arduino Nano. Okay. So these 3 Arduino boards is 16 megahertz frequency only it will be operated. This type of Arduino boards Atmega 328P 8-bit microcontrollers. Okay. So 3 types of controllers. That means Arduino Uno and Arduino Mega, and another is the Arduino Nano. Okay. So what is the difference between these 3? So in Arduino Uno is the user friendly for us. So if you need more than 14 input output pins means, so you can go for Arduino Mega board. In Arduino Mega board, totally we are using 40 input output pins and 10 analog pins. We can connect 10 sensor in Arduino Mega. In Arduino Nano, so if your requirement is you should want to need small size of microcontroller means Arduino Nano, it will be useful for you. So next, features of the Arduino Uno, Arduino Mega, and Arduino Nano. So the 3 types of the features is the operating voltage is 5 volt. It is 5 volt is enough. So suppose you should want to connect some other motor relay. So relay or GSM. So you should want to need 12 volt values. 12 volt 12 voltage. So that's why that it recommended input voltage will range 7 volt to 12 volt. And GPS, GSM, and relay, and we are going to operate some other means components means we should want to need our requirement is 12 voltage. So the input voltage range from 6 voltage to 20 voltage. So totally we are using 14 input output pins. Okay, so totally 6 analog pins. Already we discussed about that. And RAM size is 2K, and EEPROM ROM size is 1K. Clock speed is 16 megahertz. Okay. So Arduino was created in the year of 2005. Two Italian engineers are designed for this. So mainly all the students to improve our electronic skill in the open source, user friendly, and you should want to design some new product and project, so that is useful for you. So that is called as Arduino Uno board. Okay, in school level, in CBSE school, 5th standard to 10th standard, they are doing mini project and the main project using this Arduino Uno board only. So they are going to design some robo and home automation and everything in CBSE syllabus. They are going to design some new products also. That's why we refer for the Arduino board. Okay, so in real time applications of Arduino Uno board. Okay, so till now we discussed the technical only. சரிங்களா, இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம பார்த்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபுல்லாவே டெக்னிக்கலா தான் பார்த்துருக்கோம். சரிங்களா, எம்படர்னு என்ன, ஆர்டினோன்னு என்ன, ஸோ என்னமோ ரேம் ரோம் எல்லாம் சொல்றீங்க, என்னென்னமோ சொல்றீங்க சார். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் சார் எதுக்கு சார் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா, நீங்க ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை, உங்க வீட்டுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா, சரிங்களா, உங்க வீட்டுல ஸோ இப்போ விட்டுருங்க, நம்ம வில்லேஜ் சைட்ல விட்டுடலாம். சரிங்களா, அதெல்லாம் எப்பவுமே சேஃபர் சைடா இருக்கும். சப்போஸ் நீங்க வந்து சென்னையில ஏதோ ஒரு வீடு ஒரு புதுசா ஒன்று வாங்குறீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஸோ ஃபுல்லாவே இப்போ சரிங்களா ஃபுல்லாவே வித் யூஸ் ஆஃப் ஐஓடி, ஐஓடி யூஸ் பண்ணி எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து இன்டர்நெட் மூலமா நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அதுக்கு பேசிக் கண்ட்ரோலர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, ஸோ மைக்ரோ கண்ட்ரோலர் இஸ் த பெஸ்ட் யூசர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி ஃபார் யூ. ரேஸ்பெரி பையும் நமக்கு யூசர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி தான். ஸோ அதை விட பெஸ்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஆர்டினோ. ஆர்டினோ போர்டு வந்து இட் இஸ் பிகினிங்க்கு உங்களுக்கு வந்து எல்லாமே யூசர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியா இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. ஓகே, ஸோ அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா, ஸோ ஒரு வீடு எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்க, ஒரு வீடுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுடைய லைட் ஒரு 10 ரூம் இருக்குன்னா 10 ரூமையே பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்க போன் மூலமா நீங்க ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். சரிங்களா, 10 ரூம்லயே ஃபேன், சரிங்களா, ஃபேன் இருந்தாலும் ஃபேன்லயே நீங்க ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகே சார், ஓகே, என்னோட ஃப்ரிட்ஜ்ல என்னென்ன திங்ஸ் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நான் எல்லாத்தையும் சென்ஸ் பண்ணி நான் பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா, ஸோ எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்க உங்க போன்லயே பாத்துக்கலாம். என்னென்ன திங்ஸ் அங்க இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி பாத்துக்கலாம்.
Okay, you speak in English only.
Speak in English only.
Okay, so in your home, so with use of some sensors, so you can sense your gas, gas, with use of gas sensor, you should want to detect your gas level. We are going to fix some threshold values, and we are going to measure this values with use of sensor and with use of network, and automatically the message will be sent to the contact persons. Okay, so that is called as the home automation. In our home automation, it is another advantage is the water level indicator in our home. So if you have this some syntax, so we are going to divide into 3. So it is below 10% and 10% to 80%. We are going to some average value. Above the 80%, we are going to fix some values. So in water level, we are going to measure that. So that is below 10% means automatically, so the message will be sent to the home owner, and I'm going to call that microcontroller. We have some fixed some SIM card with use of GSM. So that is motor will be automatically on, the water level is increases. At most, if I get the 80%, above 80% means again I will call that to that microcontroller, and the motor will be automatically off. So this type of automation also we done through the Bluetooth. Okay, so this is the main concept for home automation systems. So with use of Arduino plus Bluetooth or Wi-Fi modules, we can operate our light and fan and fridge and gas sensor. If we can direct some gas means we can sense our gas level of our gas. So that is one purpose, and water level indicators at the same time. So we should want to know our weather condition. So with use of some sensors, we can see our weather temperature values or weather conditions in our phone itself. Okay, so this is the home automation with use of Arduino. Okay, okay, sir. So what are the components it is required for using the Arduino board? So home automation. So Arduino plus one Bluetooth module. So that is HS01 type of Bluetooth, and GSM. GSM is for if you want to call to our microcontroller. So with use of GSM, it is useful for us. Okay, so Bluetooth and GSM and light, LED, fan, and sensors, gas sensor, water level sensor, and that is weather sensors. Okay, so each and everything we are using here, and we can manually we are going to do something with use of our Bluetooth module. So first we should want to design our code. Okay, design our code with use of charger cable, USB cable, USB to computer to microcontroller connector. With the use of that connector, we should want to build the system into our microcontroller. So that is first process. Next, we should want to give our power supply. So with use of transformer, rectifier, and regulator. Okay, so transformer is 230 voltage to it is maximum 12 volt, 9 to 12 volt. It is step down, and we are going to convert into the 9 volt. Okay, after with use of 4 diodes, bridge rectifier, it will make it is 5 volt, 5 to 6 voltage. And with use of regulators 7805 or 7812, depends upon our requirement, we can change it is maximum 5 volt or 12 volt. I'm giving the to the microcontroller. Okay, first I will give the coding. Okay, so next, so with use of Bluetooth modules, I am using the hardware. At the same time, in my phone, I should want to download the Bluetooth app in my phone. I should want to operate the fan, light, and each and everything. So this is the main block diagram for you. Okay, so in receiver side, Arduino Uno board is there, and transmitter side user friendly. I'm going to operate this user friendly. If I press that button, so that fan, when that fan is on or light is on. If I press that button, so that is off or fan is off or light is off. Okay, so depends upon our requirement. I'm going to design something. So in our home automation, the main purpose is the security system. Okay, in security system, if I put this camera in front of my door, I should want to see in my phone some other persons will be entering in my home or not. So already I store some data. The same data will be shown in my phone. So door will be automatically open. Otherwise, door will be closed. If I call to that number, the door will be open. So we can do each and everything with use of this Arduino board. So another is this is the main connection for you. So that is Arduino board and Wi-Fi module. So this is the Bluetooth modules. So we are going to connect this transmitter to receiver side and this receiver to transmitter side. Okay. So with use of GSM also we can connect our microcontroller to GSM also. So another second one is the street light controller. So Arduino based auto intensity control of street light. Okay, so in street light in midnight time, so we are going to lose lot of powers. So that's why we are going to save our lights. So save our power. So in our road, nobody is there means, so automatically, so we are using some sensors. So light will be off. Somebody will be entering in 1 kilometer or half kilometer. So that light, street light is one by one is on. At the same, at the end of the time, end of the road, the car will be move after. That means the street light will automatically off within this seconds. We are going to fix some times. Okay, so we are going to save our power. So that is the Arduino based auto intensity lights. Okay. So next is we can design one robo also. Okay, we can design our one robo also with use of our Arduino board. And Arduino based controlling of electrical applications using IR sensor. So we can design one remote also. Okay, we can design our remote also with use of this Arduino board. Arduino based on home automation already we done. Okay, so next, underground cable fault recognized using the Arduino board. If in underground is the underground cable is very difficult to find the error fault, or the wire will be cut, means we are going to fix each and every 1 kilometer. We are going to fix some switches, and if suppose if you have some fault, means I'm going to check that button and I'm going to recognize our where we are going to where we have the error in that particular places. So we are going to recorrect that. Okay, so that purpose also we are going to use the Arduino board. So this is the applications of Arduino boards. Okay, so next we are going to enter into the Raspberry Pi. So we have less time only, so that's why we move for the Raspberry Pi. So what is the difference? First, what is the difference between Raspberry Pi and the Arduino? Okay, so what is Raspberry Pi? Where it is designed? So this both Arduino and Raspberry Pi, it is the small board, small size of board we can keep in our pocket also. Okay, so it will design in University of Cambridge University Computer Laboratory. So design for education and skill level also. It is a credit card size computer. Okay, it is the credit card size computer. Okay, so when so this is the it is a cable little PC which can be used for many of the things that your desktop PC does. Okay, so there is various types of Raspberry Pi. So the Raspberry Pi 0, Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pi 2, and Raspberry Pi 3, and Raspberry Pi 4. So what are the software we are using? Totally 4 software using. If you are using the Raspberry Pi, we should want to use separate OS also. So that is Raspbian or third OS or no, or we should want to download the Raspberry Pi software also. Okay, so first we are going to differentiate the difference between the Raspberry Pi and the Arduino. Okay, so what is the difference, sir? What is the difference between the Arduino board and the Raspberry Pi? Why we go for the Raspberry Pi? So Arduino is the user friendly. At the same, Raspberry Pi also the user friendly. Arduino board is the school level students. It is easily we can understand everything. So that's why we go for the Arduino board. So if you are in the electronic side, you are familiar in the embedded system. So Arduino, PIC, ARM Cortex, IoT, and AE. So if you very well in the embedded C coding, means so you should want to shift into the Raspberry Pi coding. Okay, so that is Arduino is a microcontroller, which is a part of the computer, At the same, it is a mini computer in Raspberry Pi. This is the mini computer with Raspberry OS. It can run multiple program at a time. Okay, multiple program we can run that. Here in micro Arduino, it run only one program at again and again only. Okay, so this is the main difference. Okay, in Arduino, so that is the one microcontroller. At the same here, mini computer. That means, so so if you, okay, I will show you one images and I will explain you. Okay, so this is our main picture. Okay, so if you have if in your home or in your in your college you have the one CPU and keypad and mouse everything, and we need one separate CPU. This is monitor and we need separate CPU. So here with use of Raspberry Pi, so we can't need a separate CPU. So this is one mini CPU. So this is called as one mini CPU. So that's why we called as this. This is one mini computer. Okay. So உங்களுக்கு ஒரு monitor and Raspberry Pi and keypad and mouse. It is enough for you, or TV, or it is monitors. It is enough for you. So this is the mini computer. So that's why we refer as the so that is mini computer. Okay. So Arduino can power using a battery package, and it is very difficult to power using a battery package. It is very simple to interface sensor and other electronics components to Arduino. So okay, in Arduino, it is very easy or very simple to interface the sensors and electronic components at the same time with use of Raspberry Pi. So we need installing libraries and software and installing processes. It is more we are using these 4 softwares. After that only we are interface the sensor and other components only. So that is lengthy process. Okay. So it is it is available for low cost, and it is cost is high for Raspberry Pi. So here Arduino, like your external hardware to connect to the internet and other. Okay. So you should want to connect the some Wi-Fi module or Bluetooth module, means it is externally we are going to connect in Arduino. At the same in Raspberry Pi, it is inbuiltly we are going to connect that Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi modules. So next, Arduino can provide onboard storage. It is the onboard storage. At the same, if you are using the Raspberry Pi, means we can insert, it is externally we are going to insert our memory card, SD memory card, micro SD memory card. Here in Arduino board, we have only one USB port is available. In Raspberry Pi, we have totally 4 USB port is available. So okay, processor using in Arduino is from AVR family Atmega 328P. At the same processor we are using here also. So Arduino using coding for C, C++. Here we are using C, C++, Python, and some other coding also. It is available here. Okay. Okay, sir. What is the Raspberry Pi 2 module B status? So already we discussed about that. Raspberry Pi 0, Raspberry Pi 1, Raspberry Pi 2. So in Raspberry Pi 2, so this is the features. So that is 9 megahertz core ARM Cortex A7 CPU. In the basic level touchscreen phones, we are using this type of microcontroller. We are using core ARM Cortex A7 CPU. This type of microcontroller using basic level. So that is cost is below 10,000, means we are using this type of microcontrollers. Okay, 1 GB RAM, 4 USB port, full HDMI port. I will explain the full HDMI cable. Okay, Ethernet port, micro SD card slot, each and everything we are available here. Challenge now is new operating system. So we are using the Linux operating system. This is the open source. All Atmos tools and software are free. Okay, tools and software also all the free. So that is open source. We have lot of code in available in our net Google. Okay. So what's new? So Raspberry Pi 4 is the new. So what is the advance for this? So we can change the RAM size with use of our requirement, 1 GB, 2 GB, or 4 GB. This is main point. At the Ethernet cable is gigabit speed will be increases with use of Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, we are using 4 USB port, 2 for low speed and 2 for high speed. Okay, so we are using the same OS Raspberry Pi 4. we can use Windows 10 and Ubuntu also for this type of Raspberry Pi. Okay, what are the kit components we are using? We will discuss one by one. Raspberry Pi hardware. So already I told to you 4 USB port we are using here. So that means first one, this Raspberry Pi also we are giving the power supply is the 5 volt. Okay, we are giving the 5 volt. In Arduino also we are giving the 5 volt. In Arduino we are giving the maximum is the 5 volt. But in Raspberry Pi we are giving the maximum voltage is the 5 volt and minimum is the 3.3 voltage. Here we can connect, so that is Arduino audio and video cable also, HDMI audio and video. So suppose, so if you are using the Raspberry Pi and monitor or TV, so definitely you are going to connect, so that is HDMI cable here. Okay, so that is RCA video, okay, yes, and audio standard headphone here also connected. Totally 2 into USB 2.0 port we are using. So totally 2 into 2 port. So totally 4 USB port we are using. 2 for high speed network and 2 for low speed networks. One is the 10 megahertz Ethernet cable we are using here. So that means one up to 1 gigabytes speed we are going to measure here. So totally 40 input general purpose input output pins also we are using. Here we are using the system on chip Broadcom BCM 2835. This type of microcontroller we are using here. Okay, next we should want to LAN controller. So it is camera also we can interface here. And storage. So here we are going to insert the micro SD card for upload the OS here. Okay, booting the OS and insert this micro SD card and here, and we can operate this Raspberry Pi OS. So general purpose input output pin, LCD and camera and SD micro SD card and USB port and HDMI cable and Ethernet connector and RCA video connector. So this is overview. Finally, so we are going to design like this type of images only. So what are the programming language we can use this type of Raspberry Pi means C, C++, Java, Python, Ruby, Sketch, and H, and everything we can design this type of language. So okay, booting of Raspberry Pi. So first we should want to install 4 softwares. So SD card formatter, Win32, disk imager, PuTTY, and VNC viewer. Okay, so 4 software we should want to install that. So first, I already told to you micro SD card we are using. So first, with use of SD card formatter, first you should want to erase all the data that in that micro SD card. So again, insert that. So first you should want to erase all the data in that micro SD card. Okay. So next, with use of second software, so download the Raspberry Pi OS, Raspberry OS. It is open source. It is available in our website, and download that and install that. Okay. So with use of Win32 disk imager, we should want to load this type of OS in our micro SD card. Please select this, open, and click yes, and it will load it. Okay, so it will take maximum, it is 40 minutes. Okay, so it is uploading maximum. So next we should want to insert one SSH empty text document file. Okay, text document file, empty file in that micro SD card. So each and every data will be stored in this file only. Okay. So next, open PuTTY and enter IP address. Okay, so this first one I am going to with use of SD formatter, I'm going to format my micro SD card, and I'm going to uploading my OS into the micro SD card. Okay, sir. So I have the micro that is Raspberry Pi OS also in my hand. I should want to connect connect my that my Raspberry Pi with my monitor. What can I do, sir? So that is with use of PuTTY and VNC viewer. In VNC viewer only we can see the Raspberry Pi OS in the monitor. So first of all, I should want to with use of Ethernet cable to monitor. I should want to connect that, and I want to give my IP address and port name and SSH. This type of connections also. Okay, so with use of PuTTY, so I'm giving so IP address. IP address is if you know this IP address means you can please type this IP address. Otherwise, post your name and port. Select the port is 22 and click SSH here and open. So that will ask some username and password here. Okay, that will ask some username password. Please enter your username is Pi and password is the Raspberry. Okay, so next. Okay, sir, I gave to you. So already I connect that. So now with use of your IP address, with use of Ethernet cable, it will connect to the internet also. So internet internet is available, and it is Raspberry Pi OS and Raspberry Pi control is available in your hand. So I should want to show the desktop. Okay, I should want to see the desktop means, so definitely with use of VNC server viewer. So I should with use of this command sudo raspi.config, I should want to enter this code in the VNC viewer, and I am going to select that. Finally, in VNC viewer, I'm going to download that and install that. After that, it will in VNC viewer the same username password. So username is the Pi and password is the Raspberry. So same username and password I'm giving, and finally I will see the Raspberry Pi OS in separate things. Okay, so this is the booting of Raspberry Pis. So this is a small coding I will explain to you with use of Raspberry Pi. So that is print. So general purpose import RPI, GPIO and GPIO. So that is general purpose input output. Raspberry Pi import. I'm going to import that general purpose input output as input outputs. So import time. Okay. So next I'm going to general purpose input word set mode. Already we discussed that BCM Broadcom module. So this type of microcontroller we are using. So that's why set module GPIO.BCM. So GPIO, so that is set warning. It is fault. If it is warning means I can't show next general input means it is 18 in output. So LED is or LED is off. Okay. Small things for you. So Raspberry Pi 3 general purpose input output header and 10 uses for your Raspberry Pi. So what are the library files. We are using the library files. Library files is Word, PowerPoint presentation, and everything. Whatever you are doing in Windows 10, the same thing here also we can do it. So this main application for with use of Raspberry Pi OS. Second one. So Python programming, with use of this Python programming, I can design Okay, so next, with use of Python code, we can design this type of painting also. Okay.
வெளியே போய் இவங்களுக்கு வராம போயிட போகுதுங்க மேடம்.
So next one is the game. So okay, with use of this Raspberry Pi OS, so we are going to design some applications. So lot of games also we can design. Seventh one is the web server. So okay, so with use of Windows, we are using that is with use of Java programming and .NET programming, we are going to design some website also. So same purpose with use of Raspberry Pi. So we can design web server also with use of Apache HTTP server. So that means database management system, DBMS. So a database management system with backend purpose also, we can use this type of applications. Okay, so next, HTPC is the okay. Next, we can design supercomputer also. So we can design the supercomputer also in my home itself. Finally, that is clock. So this type of clock also we can design in our home itself also. Okay, so this is the product. It is final application where we are going to design. So this type of clock also we can design and by rote, and finally it will design for one robo also. So this same type of robo, and with use of Arduino and Bluetooth and each and everything, the school students are doing that. At the same, with use of Raspberry Pi and Bluetooth, we are going to design the same purpose only. Okay, the same what are the applications of real time in Arduino, the same project we can do with use of the Raspberry Pi. Home automation, a street light controller, and that is robo and blind people and smart agriculture system and each and everything with use of this Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is the most familiar in the recent trend with use of IoT or AI, artificial intelligence. This Raspberry Pi OS is the trend in these new features. Okay, so thank you very much. So now I will explain my company. So this is Sri Technology. We have 2 branches in Chennai and Coimbatore. If you have any queries, please contact this number 9840809818. Okay, this is certificate ISO 9001 company. So we are going to NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation certificates also we got here. And in India we have totally 28 branches in India. So that is prolific system. Okay, Sri Technology is 2 places, Sri Technology in Chennai and Coimbatore. This Francis of prolific systems. Okay, so totally 23 years this company Prolifix will be running on. So what are the courses offered in the Prolific? So postgraduate diploma in industrial automations, PGDIA 3 months, and certificate PLC programmer 1 month, and postgraduate diploma in embedded system PGDES 3 months, and final year students project in PLC and embedded systems. Okay, so we are offered this type of courses. So thank you. So if you have any queries, please type in the chat box. I will reply you.
சார் ஹலோ சார்.
மேடம் சொல்லுங்க மேடம்.
சார் ஒருத்தர் வந்து டவுட் கேட்டிருக்காருங்க சார். வாட் இஸ் மீன் பை IDE? IDE.
IDE.
ஆமாங்க சார்.
IDE means Arduino IDE. So that is software name madam. Adu software IDE, that hardware அதனுடைய software name தான் IDE ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அது
Okay sir, any other participants, if you have any queries, please put in your chat box. Hello sir.
மேடம் சொல்லுங்க மேடம்.
ஒருத்தர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போட்டிருந்தாருங்க சார், வாட் ஆர் த 2 அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபிளெக்சிபிள் கம்யூனிகேஷன், ஃபிளெக்சிபிள் ஆட்டோமேஷனுக்கு 2 எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுங்கன்னு சொல்லிருந்தாங்க சார்.
ஆமாங்க, ஃபிளெக்சிபிள் ஆட்டோமேஷன்ஸ்.
ஃபிளெக்சிபிள் ஆட்டோமேஷனுக்கு 2 எக்ஸாம்பிள் சார்.
ஃபிளெக்சிபிள் ஆட்டோமேஷனுக்கு அதான் மேடம். இப்போ நம்ம ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இஃப் யூ ஆர் யூசிங் தி AC சிக்னல், AC. சோ நம்ம வீட்ல வந்து AC யூஸ் பண்றாங்களா மேடம்?
ஓகேங்க சார்.
AC யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது so that is temperature is the fixed for us. சரிங்களா? So depends upon our requirement. If you need the cooling purposes I means, so you are going to change that temperature value. So
okay.
That is flexible, depends upon our flexible. So that is one. And another one is the in car size, size, so car color black, and this that is size is the circle. So it depends upon our requirement. So car, if you need car means we are going to change the height and width. So we are going to change that values. So that is flexible automations. வேறங்க மேடம்?
சார் இவ்வளவுதாங்க சார் கேட்டிருக்காங்க இப்போ.
ஓகே மேடம்.
சார் ஓகே சார், I think this will be the end of the session. No sir?
Okay madam.
Okay sir. Sir, thank you for your presentation sir. It was really eye opening, and we had a introduction about Arduino and Raspberry Pi. How can we use in our day-to-day life experiments and applications also sir.
Yes madam.
Thank you so much for sharing the session. And I thank all the participants who have participated in this webinar. I think it would have been very useful session for you all. Thank you one and all. And I will post the feedback link in the WhatsApp as well as in the mail. So நீங்க feedback form fill பண்ணீங்கன்னா e-certificate will be generated. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Madam, if you have any queries means please contact this number 9840809018.
Okay sir.
Okay, thank you very much madam for giving the wonderful opportunity for us to conduct this webinar at successful manner. Thank you CSE College of Engineering and KT. management and staff members also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.